Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to talk about credit cards and debit cards. So what's the difference between credit cards and debit cards? What's the pros, what's the cons? And in my opinion, which one I think is better. So let's get right into the video. I'm pretty sure from the name of my YouTube channel, you can figure out which one am I, rooting for. But let's get right into the video. I want to give you again the pros and cons of each. What are the differences? And why I think I choose one over the other. And I also want to get your feedback too. This is a two-way street, so let's hear what you have to say. Let's get right into the video. All right, so welcome back to the channel. Again, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and also share this video if you find it helpful. I know a lot of people, and it's kind of common when I talk to people on a regular basis, they will mistakenly say credit card for debit card or debit card for credit card. Some people may think they're the same thing. Some people may know the difference, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get it situated today. So a debit card. What is a debit card? A debit card is typically given from your bank or your credit union, and it's your money. Okay, so it's linked up to your savings accounts, your checking accounts, your money markets, etc. So these are accounts that you have with your bank that has your money into it that you deposit, whether that is ATM deposits, direct deposits, deposits at a branch. That's what a debit card is. It is linked to your money electronically, but it's linked to your money that you have. So if you have $10,000 in your checking account, don't even have $10,000 in your checking account. That's too much. If you have $10,000 in your savings account, get a little interest, and maybe like $1,000 or $2,000 in your checking account. So when you're swiping your card, it's coming directly out of your account. Okay. What is a credit card? Well, a credit card is money that is given to you. It is by a lender, by a bank, a financial institution, American Express, Chase, Capital One. Okay, and this is money that they're giving to you, and you have a limit most of the time on these cards. Okay, so you have, let's say, a $2,000 limit on your Chase card. Let's say you have a $10,000 limit on your Visa card with another bank. Okay, so that's what a credit card is. The biggest difference, one is not your money, which is the credit card. The debit card is your money. Now here are the pros for both. Debit card pro. You're probably a little bit tighter and more conscientious about your decisions. If you are somebody who is not as responsible with debit cards and spending money, you're not going to spend much. Okay, it's coming right out of your account. You're avoiding any interest charges. You are avoiding any late charges, and you don't have to worry about your credit score being affected if you're spending too much. Okay, so that's your debit card. And again, when you swipe, it's coming out of your checking account. Credit card. What is a credit card? What's the difference? What is the pros of a credit card? You're helping your credit score if you are paying it in full. You're being responsible. You're also getting rewards. Now, some debit cards do give you rewards, but they're not as much. Mostly the credit cards give you rewards for swiping, whether that is cash back, whether that is points for travel, etc. You're getting something back for using the credit card, right? And so that's what the pros. What are the cons of a debit card? The cons of a debit card, you are subject to overdraft fees, which are typically $35 to $36 US per transaction. Each financial institution is different, but they're typically $35 to $36. So each transaction that overdraws your account, you are subject to paying a $35 to $36 overdraft fee. Even if that transaction is $5 at McDonald's, and you do something wrong, you're going to get charged $35 to $36 for an overdraft fee. That is ridiculous. Okay, so that is a con. It's also not as secure. So if you have fraud in your account, if somebody takes money out of your account, you are subject to losing your own money. until the bank decides to do an investigation and get you your money back. And that's a big hit, especially for people who may live check to check. Again, no one is mean. A lot of people aren't rich. So if you have a transaction for $400, it is Christmas time, a lot of fraud happens. And you get fraud on your debit card, you have to wait to get your money back, okay? And that can be a big hassle, especially around Christmas time. What are the cons of credit cards? Well, if you don't pay your balance in full, you can get interest, late charges. You can also overspend because you have this money that you see that is not really yours, but you see it. And if you're not responsible, you could overspend. And then it can also affect your credit score. So that is the con. But one more pro to kind of counteract. So if somebody steals your money on your credit card, if your credit card is compromised or something like that, you're not subject to pay that, okay? You are protected, okay? So, you know, if you call up and chase, hey, I didn't do that transaction, you are not liable to pay that, okay? They'll do an investigation, but it's not your money being affected. And that's the biggest, I think that's the biggest pro, you know, it's a lot more secure to me. I know you have merchants out there that kind of become the middleman, they kind of block like Apple Pay or, you know, PayPal, for example, Samsung Pay, Android, all that stuff. But with the credit card, man, I don't care where I use my credit card at, because I know if a transaction is on there that I am not familiar with doing, I'm not going to pay for it. That's the best thing about the credit cards, okay? Now, which one do I like? I like the credit card better. You get the points, you're building your credit, you're safer. It's just a win-win-win in my situation. Debit cards are okay. Nothing, I'm not against debit cards. Again, I'm just more so, if I'm going to use something, I want to get cash back, I want to get points, I want to get status. Some credit cards give you status, all that good stuff. Plus, I'm more secure on this side. With, again, your money being taken out, depending on the bank you're with, you might get a provisional credit when somebody steals your money as soon as possible. You might have to wait maybe a week or two. Credit card is not mine. Okay, cool, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay that. Boom, you're good. You continue using your credit card or your other credit card or maybe even your debit card in the meantime, but you're walking away a happier person because you know it's not your money being affected, it's the bank's. Now, I want you guys to tell me, which one do you like better? Do you like credit cards? Do you like debit cards? Which one do you use mostly? You know, we have some people who are strictly debit card because they like to make sure they are being very, very conscientious about their decisions. And then we have people who are on the more sort of credit card side because of security, because of the cash back, because of the points, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.